Well, Marcus, it really is unbelievable as you walk through some of these Iowa City neighborhoods. As you mentioned, we are near St. Patrick's Catholic Church, just south of the downtown area. You can see where this entire building, the roof, the front half was just ripped off. Most of the brick and the debris was distributed throughout the front lawn. Here in the side alley, you can see a lot of the bricks, but look up to the side building here. It's actually an apartment building, we're told, and you can actually see 2x4s that are sticking out from the side of the building. You can also see beyond that the top of a roof that was ripped off of a building here in downtown Iowa City. It really gives you an idea of just how strong these tornadoes were. And as we walk through many of these neighborhoods today, there was just a look of shock on the faces of people who live here. It's hard to know where to even begin when you look at all the damage to this Iowa City neighborhood.
We just kind of pick stuff up and throw it in a pile and move on. We want to try to get the house somewhat cleaned up.
The path of destruction was relatively narrow, but where it did hit, it was intense.
I couldn't sleep. So it'd probably take a year to clean it up. He just put a new floor in that porch. I don't even know where the posts are.
Big old trees were ripped from the ground and tossed around like sticks, burying homes and cars in a pile of rubble. But even with all this debris strewn about, some things were left untouched.
Something that was in the kitchen was in the living room, and which was a miracle how it got there, but then there was pots and plants sitting on window ledges that the windows blew out, but the pots and plants were still sitting there.
And of course, a lot of things that were not left untouched. You're looking at the rectory that's right next to the church here. There are a lot of members of the church that are starting to haul out furniture, just looking as to see what they can salvage. You can probably also notice just the heavy amount of traffic. It's a good thing because that means the road is back open, and that was a big thing that the city is trying to accomplish. However, there are just so many people that are walking through wanting to get pictures and really take in all the damage. I've had several homeowners, they'll point out to me today, one thing that was interesting to them is the fact that there was really a narrow path of destruction. The areas, though, that were hit were very intense. They said they could look at the damage to their home, but then look across the street and only see a few downed trees. Molly and Marcus.
Angie, what about injuries?
Injuries, well, amazingly, there were only about 8 injuries reported at university hospitals here in Iowa City, and we are told all those injuries were minor. 6 people were released, 2 people were admitted, but again, we're told all those injuries were minor. There was only 1 death reported, and that was in Muscatine County.
Also, Angie, we heard some reports about looting overnight. Did you hear anything or see anything about that?
Absolutely, and it was really quite unfortunate. We talked to the owner of a liquor store just a few blocks down from here. He said that the entire front half of his building was glass, and that just completely shattered as the storms moved through. He said he actually had to physically park his truck in front of the building to keep people from coming in and trying to steal alcohol and beer. We also saw a couple of men being arrested overnight from stealing money from a pizza shop down the street that was destroyed by a nearby building.
Angie Hunt, live in Iowa City. Angie, thank you.